Attraction. I'm about to get mean. I'm about to get loud. Spotlight on me when I take my bow. You're gonna pay full price if you want front row. I got a Hollywood star. I got my name in stone. Are you ready for the show? I sit back and listen. I'm gonna blow your mind. I am a superstar, and I knew I'd come this far. You better make way. Get off my stage. Lights, camera, action. I'm the main attraction. I'm the main attraction. You're gonna feel your heartbeat when it starts to rush. I wanna look, leave your jaw wide open, 'cause I'm illustrious. Are you ready for the show? I sit back and listen. I'm gonna blow your mind. I am a superstar, and I knew I'd come this far. You better make way. Get off my stage. Lights, camera, action. I'm the main attraction. I'm the main attraction. I am a superstar. I'm a superstar. And I knew I'd come this far. You better make way. You better make way. Get off my stage. Get off my stage. Lights, camera, action. I'm the main attraction. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I'm the main attraction.
Hi, welcome to Day Motorsports. Come on, check out what we got.
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
You've probably seen us all over the racing world and doing a lot of racing designs for events and race teams, but we also do a lot of stuff from small boutiques in small cities all the way up to Fortune 500 companies. Your brand deserves to be seen. We print on more than just shirts, hats, jackets, bags, and much, much more. Custom corporate branding starts here.
Last corner, last lap,
I mean, we can go 300 laps and have a cleaner race than you can 20-lap feature at a local dirt track.
Best event of the year as far as I'm concerned, anywhere you go. It's the most fun I've ever had in a race car.
Hi, welcome to Day Motorsports. Come on, check out what we got.
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
You've probably seen us all over the racing world and doing a lot of racing designs for events and race teams, but we also do a lot of stuff from small boutiques in small cities all the way up to Fortune 500 companies. Your brand deserves to be seen. We print on more than just shirts, hats, jackets, bags, and much, much more. Custom corporate branding starts here.
last corner, last lap,
I mean, we can go 300 laps and have a cleaner race than you can 20-lap feature at a local dirt track.
Best event of the year as far as I'm concerned, anywhere you go. It's the most fun I've ever had in a race car.
Hi, welcome to Day Motorsports. Come on, check out what we got.
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
You've You've probably seen us all over the racing world and doing a lot of racing designs for events and race teams, but we also do a lot of stuff from small boutiques in small cities all the way up to Fortune 500 companies. Your brand deserves to be seen. We print on more than just shirts, hats, jackets, bags, and much, much more. Custom corporate branding starts here.
Last corner, last lap, pass.
I mean, we can go 300 laps and have a cleaner race than you can 20 lap feature at a local dirt track.
Best event of the year as far as I'm concerned, anywhere you go.
It's the most fun I've ever had in a race car.
Hi, welcome to Day Motorsports. Come on, check out what we got.
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
You've probably seen us all over the racing world and doing a lot of racing design.
The Northwest Racing Series and ARCA welcome you to coverage of iRacing on LSRTV, simulcast on the Community Radio Network, and this is round number 8. We're going lefts and right turns for the next couple of broadcasts. Lime Rock Park tonight, Watkins Glen for the trucks on Monday, and of course, ready to see what will happen. Could the road course king Paul Newton continue the momentum swing, or will it be somebody else emerge? Welcome to coverage. I'm Wesley Outland, Jeremy Stanley alongside Charles Wooten on production, and we welcome you to, again, as I mentioned, Lime Rock Park. Jeremy, you like this track? Good evening.
Good evening, man. Do I like this track? Well, depends on the car that we're using. I've not seen ARCA here, so that'll be kind of cool to watch. Passing is tough. It is just so difficult. The track you're looking at, it's like, what, 20 feet wide across? There's not much room for passing. Of course, you have the nice braking entrance into turn 1. That's where a lot of the passes you'll see happen tonight. This part right here, forget about it. You're going right-hander up the hill. You might see someone take advantage of some tire spin as you drive uphill. And on the far side of that image, and then you go downhill. That creates a lot of difficulty for these drivers in throttle control and brake control, and so that might be where you might overtake someone. But outside of that, turn 1, maybe turn 2, but man, the slower cars, they do great here. The fast cars, not so much. But I can't wait to see what ARCA does. I'm sure that it's going to be a fun-packed event here this evening. Let's get to it.
Yeah, qualifying has already been concluded. And let's get ready to give you the starting lineup behind the safety cars. It looks like Brian Barnes, former Northwest Cup Series champion, will be on the pole. Ryan Bay will be on the outside, row number 1. And the man, as I mentioned, the road course king, Paul Newton. Hey, Charles, there's your gnome, your favorite gnome. There you go. Yeah, Paul Newton and Sean Brightsman.
You know it.
Right there on row number 2. Row 3. He's choking me up. Row 3, Dan West Jr. in the 55 and Tyler King in the 21. Then it's going to be row 4 of Stephen Paulus and Roy Grande. Help me out here, Jeremy. Chris White and Brett Johnson make up the first 5 rows.
I got you, man. The rest of the way. Brett Johnson at 11th, and David Wood. Sounds like a new name here in P12. Toby Ritters. He's got a weird name on the SD case. I'm not going to read that. It's Toby Ritters and Troy Daggett here going to make up the next row in row 7. Row 8, you'll find Devin West in the 5, Kyler Hope in 13 and 16th place. Row 9, Paul Hoffman in the 52, Frank Harris in the double 7s. Row 10, 19th place, the 91, Scott Hutchison. 20th place, Mike Knott, car number 80. And, row 11, Dana Rogers in the 07, Stephen Bartlett in the 23. Row 12, absolutely nobody except for our gnome that is ready to dig up this place. And, 1 pace lap, 68 laps. Let's get this thing done. I think this is the first pole from.
Yeah, what are we missing? It looks like what Troy Daggett did. Kyler Hope might be the driver that's a scratch. Looks like Kyler Hope might have attempted to try to start the race, but he is now a scratch of the event. Troy Daggett looks like he is finally rolling. So I think we're in about 21 cars on the racetrack. Real quickly, let's take a look at the race on analysis. As Jeremy just mentioned, they're pacing the field for 68 laps tonight. Your race on information right there will show you no fast repair. Obviously, 100% fuel capacity. There'll be 4 sets of tires, the ones they qualified on, plus 3 more in the pit lane. And 368 lap race. God almighty, that better not happen. It is a 68 lap race. It's 68 lap race, and that's the equivalent of close to 150 miles, Jeremy. That's a lot better.
Yeah, I didn't know if you knew, but race number 8 is a 24-hour concurrent event here for the ARCA series for the Northwest. Yeah, welcome aboard. Sit tight, grab your energy drinks. It's going to be a long one. No, I'm just kidding. 68 laps. That's still a decently long race for a road course. So it is one of the shortest road course on the services, though.
Yeah, I've got a couple of Red Bulls for the weekend. They're in the fridge, but damn it, don't make me grab them right now. I was preparing for them for the trip. So,
shot of caffeine at 11 p.m. Let's get to it.
Are you serious? Indiana came back and beat them? Oh, I love it. I'm sorry, I was caught up with the NBA Finals, and the Indiana Pacers came back and beat Oklahoma City by 1, Jeremy, in game 1. That's what I was like, wow, that's awesome. Anyhow, we're green. We're underway here at Lime Rock Park.
Turn 1, this is always tricky on any restart or start with any car to get through this first set of corners cleanly. And it looks like right now they're doing it. They're doing a great job right now. Single file top couple spots here, 2 wide here for a couple of positions. Looking on the still camera shots through 4 and 5. Single file goes most of the field here. Here comes the first tricky set of uphill downhills. No tire spin through there. Oh, there's a couple ones in the back. Looks squarely one of the black and red cars, about 10th place or so. Completed the way through the field. Turn right about 2 more times before we get to the start-finish line and complete lap number 1. A very clean start, Wesley, for this race.
And remember, we were somewhere before halfway, 10 laps before or after halfway, we'll see a caution. Usually our Charles Woot knows what lap it is, but he will not tell it. So, because it would be 34 laps would be halfway. So, and I'll tell you what, you already see we're working lap number 2 of this race. You know, Jeremy, this is a fast racetrack. I mean, it might look intimidating with size, but man, you can get around here at Lime Rock Park pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mentioned how narrow this track is, but don't discount the speed. It is a short distance track. It's under 2 miles of and the speed they carry, especially on the straightaway, they're 150 plus at the end of this thing. You got a pass here, Devin West in 5 looking underneath the 58 of Paulison. He's going to make this pass complete and sticks the bottom. Great job there by Devin. But yeah, it's got a lot of speed it can carry on this. Oh, there we go. The 99 Troy Daggett damaged right to the smack rear inside of that thing. Looks like he's able to keep it on track, but the damage looks okay. Here we go. LSRTV replay. Curve hopping for the 99. Oh, actually, that's more to the right side.
Lime Rock Park, obviously in Lakeville, Connecticut. You'll be able to see some ARCA NASCAR Truck Series racing there later on this year.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. 1.530 miles. It's a 1.530 mile course. That's 2.462 kilometers.
So they took Atlanta, they took Texas, they took Kentucky, they took Charlotte, and they just took that exact length and just made it a spaghetti noodle and connected the two ends together and made Lime Rock.
Pretty much. 7-turn layout. Track offers alternative configurations with 8, 9, or 10 turns if you choose to, but obviously the 7-turn layout is what we're on today. Fast, flowing, and technically challenging is the best way for the track description.
Yeah, flowing's a good turn. You just kind of have to just run you race the track. You barely race the competition. The competition will just naturally fall and come to you. Devin West, look at this guy. This is the third time we're going to watch him pass someone a turn 1 entry. Just has it dialed in as he gets around the 16 of Henry right there. This man, he's on a mission. And also, this is road course racing. There typically is not any full course yellows. It is a admin discretion only.
That's right.
So there's no iRacing yellows in this event. So typically these races go basically green flag all the way through unless something very circumstantial happens. But
that's right.
So that'll make this race kind of right here. I love this paint job, by the way.
You're going to hear us mention things, Jeremy, like the Sam Posey straightaway. That's the front stretch. The turn 1 and 2 is known as the Big Bend. There's the S's leading from the Big Bend heading to the optional uphill to the back straightaway at Lime Rock. And then there's the West Bend and the driving turn at final part of the turns, just turn 7. Before you get back to start finish. So we already got drivers with damage. Oh my goodness, there's the 80 car.
Mike Knott.
Let's see what happened to Knott here.
Oh, he's going to knot it up here. The last corner.
Does he just drive off course? Yes, he does. Oh my, oh, no.
Oh, man. Oh. Great avoidance by those guys driving by him. But God, Mike Knott just obliterating the guardrail there on the front straightaway. That's going to end his night early.
Yeah, that's the word, obliterating the guardrail.
Like the Pacers did to Oklahoma tonight, right?
Hey, they were struggling, man. I really didn't think they were going to win this game tonight.
Well, for all you wrestling fans out there, we'll probably have to see the Indiana Pacers jersey back out one more time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right. I heard about that.
Had to wear it last week. Let's see if he has to wear it again.
He wore a tank top, didn't he?
Pat McAfee. Yeah, Pat McAfee, big fan, was like, yep, this is what's going to happen. He's from that area, so let's see if he makes him wear it again.
I've got a buddy of mine that announces IndyCar Radio, me and Mark James. We were actually texting each other the other day. And he was saying, hey, Wesley, this might be the year for the Indiana Pacers. They beat the Knicks. So, you know, we'll see what happens. They won game 1 by 1, but still a long way to climb. Anyhow, Barnes in the lead, Newton in second. Ryan Bay, Sean Wrightman, Dan West Jr., top 5. Right now, we're just kind of watching these guys drive around here. Foul. Dirtitudes on the Roy Grudnick car.
this come from? That's my neck of the woods. Yeah.
Nerditudes.
That's a surprise. Oh, we got one car slow in their pit road, but that's a surprise to me to see that our logo on their car. Mr. Ray Grande Jr., shout out to you, man. K-Love, 23. Stephen Bartlett on pit road. I don't think this is scheduled by any means.
Wow. And understanding we're having some drivers having some issues here. Man. I think something happened to Charles also. He's back with us. Okay. Well, my feet.
Oh, Mike, not again.
Not spins again. Good news is it's in the grass and nobody's in sight.
Mike is not having a good day here.
Hey, there you see Christopher White coming off of his 17th career Northwest Racing Series win for the trucks, first of the season on Monday. Of course, he won that race at Michigan.
Great race, by the way, too. He's really trying to get around the 16, Mr. Matt Henry. Once again, sticking that nose just... Oh, what? That's just pure... Oh, my. Here goes Matt Henry deep into the grass. There was no contact. He just got...
Look at him in the grass. He's all the way in the grass.
The 58, Stephen Paulison cooking it a little bit. Saves it. Man, guys are getting loose. This is lap 10 of 68. We are 15% away through this race. And guys, a lot of handling issues already. Oh, here comes another one, Roy Grande. Into the wall. He's got the weight. Nope, he's not going to wait. He's done.
Here's a look at what happened to the, is it the Exxon? Yeah, here we go. Roy Grande, let's see what happened to Nerditudes. Nerds. Nerds candy.
Not Nerditudes. It's just Nerds candy. It's okay.
Yeah, it's Nerds.
I'll take it. I'll still take it. But yeah, just simply lost it. Going uphill, like I said, it's a tricky part. Tire wear, if you got your tires hot, they're slick. Now you're driving uphill. After, you're still actually turning right as you climb uphill. So it's just literally one of the hardest corners and straightaways in all of racing, I would imagine, with the high horsepower cars anyways. Low horsepower, that's different. But when you got ARCA speed, going up that hill is very tricky with the throttle control.
We're already on lap number 11 of 68, man. That's how fast it's flying by. Hey, by the way, don't forget, join us, Northwest Racing Series trucks on Monday night. They're going to be at, of course, the virtual Watkins Glen International. And round 9 next Thursday night at the Fairgrounds, Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Not the Super Speedway, but the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, the 5/8 mile. That'll be a fun one for ARCA next Thursday there, Jeremy.
Yeah. I think they were just there in the official stuff, so I know actually I think there's Xfinity right now. Which that's a weird combination, but very bumpy track. Be kind of curious.
Oh, it's an abrasive place. Yeah, it's an abrasive place, man.
The corners are just insane, dude. So hopefully the cars are hooked up, dialed in. Hopefully they're not cooking the tires, because yeah, it just the handling goes away in 5 laps, and you're just hanging on a roller coaster ride the rest of the way.
Yeah, that'll be a good one coming up again. That'll be coming up Monday night. Make sure you plan to join us on the LSRTV CRN networks for coverage of the Northwest Racing Series as we are closing in on the summer months of racing. Jeremy Stanley, Wesley Outlet here with you, Charles Woot, Lime Rock Park, where we are tonight. And they come back down the San Posey Straight, which is the front stretch here on this 7-turn road course in Louisville, Connecticut. And right now it is 13 in. Brian Barnes in the lead. There you see Bay and West. That's 4th and 5th on the racetrack. They are about 9 seconds back to your leader, Barnes.
Ryan Barnes currently P15 in points too. Missed one start here, so he is a whopping 172 points back of the points leader Ryan Bay, and doing this race right now. If he continues up this entire run, which he's almost had a 5-second advantage in 14 laps. You said Mr. Paul Newton is the road course king. Well, Mr. Brian Barnes, welcome to the show, taking it by the horns here. Brian's been doing a great job too. He had to work his way up quite a few spots. He's in P2, but Brian Barnes putting on a clinic so far early on in the going, and this is going to help that point deficit that he has over Ryan Bay and Devin West right now.
And there goes, of course, the NIOM app number 29 entry. That, of course, is Ryan Bay. What a drive for him. How about this? Scott Hutchinson going off track. Motorcraft 91. He's back rolling again.
No iRacing cautions either, so get it back up, gathered up, and drive ahead, because you're not going to have any assistance on the iRacing side. He's able to get it going quick. Remember, the dirt and the grass and stuff, you know, from the past year, from the iRacing updates, it sticks to the tires for a few seconds, so you can't just go back full throttle. You got to shake it off first. So easy couple corners, then you're going. There you go. We're going to go for this final corner, 7. I think we have one slow car. No, never mind. I thought he was slow anyways, but that's the number 80, Mike Knott. Not having a good day. Currently still on track. I thought that guardrail on the front stretch was going to knock him out entirely, Wesley. I don't know how he's still driving.
Yeah, and by the way, did we see a yellow GM Goodrich colors car? I thought we did.
There is a yellow one out there.
I wonder if we could track it down.
Oh,
That's Stephen Paulison. He's had too much Pabst Blue Ribbon. He goes off the course.
His car has, that's for sure.
No, there's the number 3. I saw a yellow 29, Charles, that looked like the GM Goodrich colors.
Ryan Bay, number 4 or 4th place.
No, it might not have been 29. It might have been another number.
No, that's the black.
No, it's
and
not
green car.
Mike Knott. It's not Mike Knott. No, it's not Mike Knott.
He didn't hit the wall hard enough to shift his colors. Right?
Yeah, this is a yellow car. This is a yellow car that I saw.
Yeah, there's a yellow car. We're gonna press the letter.
There he is.
He's off
Look
track
at that.
too. What great timing. Hoffman.
What the hell is that?
Well,
I didn't know the car
he
number.
was on track, not anymore.
Car. And I guess he says I'm getting off track and talking about me. Paul Hoffman. Wow.
Oh, shoot,
Paul
man,
Hoffman.
I'm on
Paul
TV.
Hoffman,
I gotta get going.
You got your 5 seconds and 5 seconds of air time, and you bolted. So.
Don't shed any light on me, sir.
You know, you got to wonder here as well, as we're already closing in on 20 laps into this race, Jeremy. When will the cars start dropping off like flies? Will they just say, okay, nah, I give up. I'm not going to run it. I'm finished.
Well, we're seeing it.
You already
saw the
go.
52 do it. Hoffman said goodbye.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's road course racing now. Some people get excited for it, and then they realize that they're not equipped for it. They're not, whatever the case is, and that's what happens. There's some YouTube chat. I'd like to kind of point that out real quick. Cakes by Jamie says, my son is out there. Mr. Ryan Bay.
Yeah, Cakes by Jamie.
So
There you
mother
go.
out
Ryan,
there watching
whoa.
Ryan getting it done.
And then Jason Brooks is chiming in. He says, hi, you guys. This is a brilliant watch, as they are so damn hard to drive fast and on such a damn small, narrow track. Thank you. Can I join the league, Jason? Yes, just go to Northwest Racing Series. You have to be a member from the Northwest. That's the stipulation. You have to be from the Pacific West Coast. And thank you, Jason, talking about our commentary, Jeremy. Always great.
Absolutely. I love trying it out. It's kind of cool to do that. Not too many companies do that, so I just kind of like to do that. I'm trying to sneak in a one-off race with the guys in the Northwest. Coming from Florida, I have to twist some knobs and bend some poles to maybe make it happen. I'm going to try it. So What might see down there? No, I am central east side there, Charles. So where the Rockets go up, that's where I live.
I will just tell you this: we had another person from Tennessee. Then he lived in Georgia. Now he lives in Virginia. No longer a part of the iRacing world. But anyhow, not going to name any names. But Dale Jr.'s not a fan of him. I'll just say that much. Anyhow, he petitioned, begged to want to run the Northwest, and they told him no. They were like, nope. Yeah. So there might be a way of working them out. Loopholes. Yeah.
The one person I asked, they said maybe. You have to ask this person. So I got to ask this person. I think that's the person I have to reach out to realistically. So we'll see. It'd be kind of cool. But yeah, if you're in the Northwest side, feel free to sign up. We'd love to have you. Let's get more numbers in this series. I saw some grass flying up right there in that shot. Someone skippered anyways. We'll get the race lead, by the way. Brian Barnes, he lost 2 seconds since we talked about him about 3 or 4 laps ago. Sean Brightsman on a mission, trying to get to the race lead. He's making up some ground. There might be one pit stop tonight. We're on lap 22. We're getting closer and closer to the halfway mark, 13 laps away from it. And I think it's just going to be a one and done, right? 50 laps. That's what I'm hearing from
They could go 50 laps on a tank of fuel?
Reporter.
Wow.
Large fuel tank.
So I got a feeling they're coming down pit road at whenever the caution comes out. Everybody's going to come down pit lane at the same time. I believe that. I really do.
Yeah, have to.
No, we want to be surprised. We don't want to know.
All right.
I don't want to know.
Commentators under a blanket, Wesley. How do you feel about that?
Under a blanket. No, I will not. I've never done that before. Well, I mean, that's your fault. I'm like the Ron Burgundy of iRacing.
That's a description. That's an analogy.
Did you ever seen that movie? Jeremy, you ever seen that movie?
Yeah. Great.
There you go.
Too.
Red leather, yellow
like
leather. Yeah, man, I got the burgundy suit,
Beautiful.
jacket, and everything. Yeah. No, I don't.
What a troll this guy is. Leading 24 here, cycling through for some of these guys. 23-24. 10 laps away from the halfway mark of tonight's race. Sean Brightsman still closing in, just barely. He's slowing down his pace. But he's 2.4, 2.3. A couple laps ago, he was 2.6 away. 2.2 now. Right now, look at him. It's 2.1. I know he's losing the lead a little bit, so he likes the front half of the track, and then Brian Barnes kind of pulls away a little bit. A little traffic here, though, for Sean. Gets out of the way. Very kind of him to do so. He does lap number 24.
Devin West trying to make his sights on Ryan Bay.
It's a 3-car battle, too. All 3 of these 4th position right here.
And meanwhile, Brian Barnes all the way from 2nd on back. There you see him. That's actually Dan West Jr., Ryan Bay, and Devin West for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Top 3 from them are separated by about 10 seconds, 9 seconds to the leader. Pick up the leader, if you will. Brian Barnes in his own world here. There he is. Look at this. Matco Tools Popsicle number 4 Toyota just picking him up and putting him down lap by lap here. Jeremy, I got a feeling though, man, I think Paul Newton is waiting for the strategy of the caution at halfway.
Well, he's 9 seconds back, so I mean, if he's got that strategy, hopefully he's picking up a lot of cues and learning a lot of things in this first half of the race to make those adjustments needed to be competitive, because being 9 seconds back tells me you don't really have it compared to the 4 and the 46, at least from the opening laps. But 2 seconds sounds Brightsman. He's got to get going if he wants to take the lead at the halfway mark, which is coming up real quick. But so you're calling it. You're saying Paul Newton is not done yet. Don't count him out.
Yeah, I really believe it, man. Brian Barnes, I think, is just, got a competitive car, don't get me wrong, but I really think Paul Newton is really just waiting for the competition caution, that caution to come out, which is, by the way, quickly approaching. We're literally already at 42 to go on lap number 26 of 68. And I mean, somewhere before halfway, about 5 before halfway or 5 after halfway, usually around the time that they'll throw the caution here. And we'll find out when it shuffles everything around at Lime Rock Park. A couple of Toyotas lead the way, Brian Barnes and Sean Brightsman. And there's that battle that we talked about, as you see now. Is that Wes getting out of the way? Yeah, it is, man. Wow, going up high. 7 at Johnson actually opens the door to Paulison on the inside. Even after Paulison had his problems, Jeremy, he's moved back into the 10th spot, getting around the 7.
It's kind of wild right there. That is your battle for Lucky Dog. Those are your top 2 guys on the 1 lap down category. So we'll see Brett Johnson just kind of move out of the way. It just says, hey, I know you're much faster, go get it. But not that corner. Brett's right back to his bumper. But this is for a waiver round potentially. So I'm surprised that so he's giving up so quick. We're also going to see Frank Harris. He's going to go lap down here shortly. He's 46.5 back if you race later. The lap times here, what are they? 52 seconds, 51, 52, 53. So in a matter of just, 3 laps or so, we'll probably see Harris go back around for 1 lap.
There's Harris. Haviland colors, man. That's a nice little throwback of Mark Martin in the Haviland days.
Yeah, what's up with that? We had a Goodwrench car, kind of looked like something I've seen here.
Yeah, that's it.
Haviland throwback from Martin. Yeah. The superior brand, sir. The superior brand.
You like Valvoline over Haviland? Pennzoil? Shell?
So my brother used to be a ASA certified mechanic and worked in shops.
Yeah.
So he had his ratings and stuff. Ooh, one car loose there. But yeah, he had his favorites, and some he did not like at all because they were too soapy. Some were perfect. Some Mobil 1's great. Valvoline's great, at least in his book. Pennzoil, I don't know where that rated on his list, but it wasn't a top one, so it's probably somewhere in the middle. Oh, 16 off track again here. Good save. Do you remember the old iRacing days? When I say old, I say like 2 years ago, where they didn't have the grip in the grass, and you would fly off on an opening lap here at Lime Rock, and it didn't matter which car. The old Pontiac Solstice, any of the fast cars. When you hit the grass, it was ice, and you would just slide all the way through that massive grass patch. It ruined your whole day on that opening. Now you got that grip in there, so you can kind of save it and keep going.
Are you just referring to Lime Rock Park or road racing tracks in general?
And there's grip added to the grass texture within the past year or so in iRacing. But this track, specifically, without the grip in that grass, you just fly off this first corner here. If you missed your mark and edge the grass with the left tire, you're gone. You go deep into that field.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I think that probably in the 5 years that I've been announcing iRacing since COVID, this might be the second or third time I can count on my hand that I've done an iRacing broadcast from Mont Rock Park.
Have you raced it?
I don't have iRacing. I've never raced
Oh,
anything.
okay.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Okay, 10-4. Yeah, so this corner used to be like so treacherous because how you take the corner sometimes depending on the car is you can either hug the white curbing on the bottom or you swoop up to the very top of the center of one as your apex and then you diamond it back down. And if you swoop up the track, apex it, and you miss the mark, you go off the track by a mile. And it's just right there. You see kind of how the 16 does it. You kind of just go. You want about middle high. But some guys like to touch that outer white line, and that's where it gets you in trouble. But not so much anymore. They got grip out there now. A lot of stack up right here. You got a little congestion here in turn 3. Frank Harris did go a lap down too, so now he's your top guy 1 lap down, the 77. Christopher Boyd, the 19, he's next on the docket, but I don't think he's going to be there. He's still 10 seconds away, and we probably have that caution coming out in the next 5 laps, roughly, so we'll see how that looks like.
Johnson outside top 10, 11th spot. Got a feeling we are closing in on halfway. Couple more circuits. So usually it's 5 before halfway or 5 after. And I'll tell you what, once we get that caution, the competition caution, I think will really, really make things interesting if we stack them back up and go again here, Jeremy. Still a long way to go, though.
Still a long way. We have been live for roughly a half hour. And, we're at the halfway mark, so with that one caution, we'll probably have 2 or 3 pace laps, and then we'll full send it the rest of the way, caution free. For the remainder 30-plus laps. Brian Barnes still holding a 2.5 second lead over Brightsman. Paul Newton, your boy that you've picked, has dropped back to 13.5 seconds, so tires are shot on the 27. The West family is 16 and 17 seconds back, so they're kind of just hanging out here going through turn 3 right now. Number 7 corners, very stretched out between each one. This uphill is a struggle fest for some of these guys. Look at that little loose there for the 55. There's Ryan Bay, your points leader. 20.5 back of your race leader right now. Comfortable spot though. We've talked about his success early on in the inaugural season for this guy. Being on third course here for the first time. Doing well. P6 right now.
Understanding best battle on the racetrack is right there in the top 10 between Paulison and Johnson. At least heating up. Time running out though as we are at the halfway mark of the race.
These two can't get away from each other. We've tracked them for like 10 laps. Yeah, we're right there. Just over halfway.
And remember, they both had problems on the track earlier going off course, but there they are just kind of wide and waiting it out. Right? Don't be aggressive, Brett. Be patient. Caution's coming any moment, I think.
The General Tire is shot. He's throttling up on the straightaway going uphill, and that thing just said, no, you're not doing that. Great save, though. That's a hard save going uphill and getting loose like that. But he lost to about, 5 car lengths now to the 58, so he has to backtrack that a little bit. 8 on the lead lap. Any moment we're waiting for this yellow flag to fly. You said it's within 5 laps of the halfway mark, so we're 2 laps into that, so we have probably 3 more at most before we see it.
Yeah, it's usually 5 before or 5 after halfway.
It's a random lap. Only told to some people. Not us. We're just waiting. Getting around the slow car there, Mr. Mike Nutt. Stays out of the way of Brightsman. back to the best.
And it really doesn't matter anything because, like you said, they could go a tank of fuel at 50 laps. So, I mean, you know, biggest thing I think is just tire wear.
Yep. These guys know what tire wear looks like at Lime Rock. If they have not done a full field run, here we are. So they're going to change their strategies up behind the wheel to accommodate for that. They have to. As Johnson's back to Paulus here. Maybe look into the inside. Can be a passing corner if you do it right. Uphill. Clean through that portion. It's all a battle between these two, really. Your boy, Paul Newton, dropped back to 4th place. Goes off on the grass in turn number 1. I love the paint scheme, but man, you can't drive that thing to the grass like that, dude. You've got some work to do now to get past Devin West.
Just kind of watching the strategy. There he is right there with all the designs. That wrap job on that car, very different than usual. Battle for 10th continues between Paulison and Johnson. And there goes, I believe, also the man we just talked about, Newton, right there running them down.
One lap left until we expect that caution to fly. Watch
you know?
I mean, what you said, plus or minus 5 laps. We're at the 5 lap mark. Halfway was 34. I mean, watch them be the ultimate troll and not have a lap. Watch them just not throw it. We talk about it, and they said nope. Well, Brian Barnes, I thought we can go 50 laps. We're not there yet. He's going to give up the race lead. Is he going to shortcut knowing? There's the caution.
There it is.
So he knew what he was doing.
I told you.
So, in NASCAR, in the real world, they have a rule where you can't come down pit road within 3 laps or so.
No, 2
like
laps.
that.
In 2 laps, cautions are
laps.
closed at the end of the stages. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Yeah. So I guess that rule's not implemented, and Brian Barnes is going to take full entire advantage of not having that rule in place. He's definitely going to be restarting this race P1. I guess since it's random to the drivers too, you don't know, but Mr. Brian Barnes is like, hey, we're in that 5 lap window of uncertainty at the very edge of it, so it's got to be coming down. And as soon as he comes down pit road, bada bing, bada boom, get all 4 tires on and send them on through.
That's right.
There's my rhyme of the night.
Bing, bop, boom, bop, bing, bop, bam. Right?
There you go. Bada bing, bada boom, send them on through.
Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, they're going to come down pit lane and get tires and fuel and all that good stuff. And we still have another half of the race left to go. Stay with us, Lime Rock Park, iRacing, LSRTV, and CRN. Stay with us.
Hi, welcome to Day Motorsports. Come on, check out what we got.
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
You've probably seen us all over the racing world and doing a lot of racing designs for events and race teams, but we also do a lot of stuff from small boutiques in small cities all the way up to Fortune 500 companies. Your brand deserves to be seen. We print on more than just shirts, hats, jackets, bags, and much, much more. Custom corporate branding starts here.
Last corner, last lap, pass.
I mean, we can go 300 laps and have a cleaner race than you can 20 lap feature at a local dirt track.
Best event of the year as far as I'm concerned, anywhere you go.
It's the most fun I've ever had in a race car.
Back here at Lime Rock Park, iRacing for round number 8 of the Northwest Racing Series. Don't forget the trucks of the Northwest in season 12 will be in action at Watkins Glen International. 11 turn. Actually, they changed it, didn't they? What is it, 9 now? 9 turn road course at Watkins.
They have 3 configurations.
Yeah, bring back the boot! Bring back the boot! When did he go at the line?
They could have done it. Hold on, we got a black flag. What's the black flag for, Mr. Charles?
Oh, wow.
For who? Frank Harris driving 77.
Frank Harris got a penalty, right? Frank Harris?
Yeah. He's currently slated 1 lap down. I thought he was going to get the wave around. Maybe not. But
only 9 cars on the lead lap when we come back to green here at Lime Rock Park. Brian Barnes, Sean Brightsman, Devin West, Paul Newton on row number 2. Row 3, Ryan Bay, Tyler King, Christopher White, who, by the way, won on Monday in Michigan, Dan West Jr., Stephen Paulison, and Brett Johnson, actually. He's in 10th, so 9 cars on the lead lap. Wow. And we're going back to
Paulson was the guy lap down, so the wave round went to the 58. That's partly why we probably had the penalty on the 77. He wasn't able to get it, so.
There you go.
But Watkins Glen had a shot at COVID to open up the boot, and it never did. That was a shame to see. But I love the cup configuration. Either way, it's a great track. Go restart time, lap 44. We're gonna have 23 laps to go here.
Back to green. Down the Posey Straight. That's the San Posey Straight here at Lime Rock Park, and we are back underway. By the way, we were already past halfway. There are now only 25 laps to go in this race. Unbelievable.
Yeah, my math was wrong. Yeah, here we go. Single file snaking through 3, 4 now up the hill. The bend. Big bend, I think is what you called that corner.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Which, by the way, the actual permitted racetrack is coming on this race next week. So see the second largest track in the world. If you're a road course fanatic. Just lap here. Look at that. Just all single file. 4, 5, 46, your top 3.
Yeah, already 24 laps to go. Hey, real quickly, we're going to pause for 10 seconds of station identification on CRN, and then we'll take you back for the finish of this one from Lime Rock Park. Back here at Lime Rock Park, round number 8 of the ARCA Northwest Racing Series, along with Jeremy Stanley. I'm Wesley Outlet. Charles Wooten on production and everything going smooth here on a Thursday night, Friday Eve, if you're in the East Coast like we are. 23 laps to go. And Jeremy, if anybody's got anything for Brian Barnes, you better show your strength. Right now, the number 4 is just stunning everyone here in this race. I mean, he's led pretty much every lap, I think, for the most part.
I think, yeah, he's led every lap, and I think Devin West probably has the best chances. There's a race summary by V8, A11 or 811.com. Dig with care, and you got 1 caution for 2 laps, 2 lead changes. There has been a lead change. That was virtue of the 4 coming down pit road on the lap of caution. That allowed, I think, Brightsman to lead that lap. So technically, Brightsman led a lap, not underneath the natural green flag situation, but there you go. But I think my pick, the underdog pick, will be Devin West, and I said it because remember he was passing cars left and right trying to get through the field. Now he's there. Now he doesn't have to utilize the tire wear to get around a bunch of people. Now he's got just one person to focus on, the driver number 4, and he's keeping them at a 1.3, 1.4 second margin. So I have a decent shot.
Yeah, you know, in other news, the Pittsburgh Steelers are landing Aaron Rodgers, and I'm sorry, but I think that's the equivalent of Richard Childress getting Kyle Busch. What in the world, man? Like, what is my team thinking, Jeremy? Exactly.
It's a tough pick. Aaron Rodgers, you know, he gets signed with the Jets, and then he breaks his leg, I think, right in the first game. Don't really get to show off what he can do. And then, you know, then he becomes this popularity on the internet for political reasons. He voices it freely over networks. Oh, Christopher White going for a ride in 19 of the infield there. Good save.
Michigan winner on Monday in trouble.
That's right. Oh, Brett Johnson.
Johnson.
He misses the guardrail by 2 feet. LSRTV replay. Here we go. Brett Johnson. What happened to Brett? Here we go. Set of the S's. And whoopsie daisies. A little loose there. Saves it. Comes back to turn the right turn, and the tires are cooked, as the kid would say. Good save there. But yeah, back to Aaron Rodgers. He became popular on the internet, and then he's like a fan pick, right? You're gonna put butts in the seats if you buy Aaron Rodgers onto your team. To Pittsburgh, so that'd be kind of fun to watch that whole situation. I don't know if he's going to help the team greatly, but he might give it an extra win or two. We'll find out.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be any good, man. I really don't. I think bringing him in is the equivalent of, like I said, having Kyle Busch be running for Richard Childress Racing. What's Kyle Busch done? What, he got 1 or 2 wins since he's ran with Childress? What was that, Talladega? Well, I stand corrected. He won the finale at Auto Club, and then he won Talladega, and I think he won Nashville, or the Racing Gateway, my apologies. That's all he's done.
So Kyle Busch runs on momentum, right? He joined the team. He did fantastic, right? He had a chance to win the Daytona 500 his opening season. Wins Auto Club. Oh, Devin West into the grass there. Shortcut. He's going to lose about half a second of time as he gathers back up on the way down the front stretch. But like, he had such a great momentum on the start, right? Happy, new team. He landed some sponsors. He's got some money in his pocket again after Eminem's left and Joe Gibbs drops him. And then things kind of fall apart, and now he's middle of the field at best. So it's tough to tell if it's like Kyle Busch is throttled by his team and how they build their cars. Aaron Rodgers maybe be throttled by how Pittsburgh operates their offense. They're all about defense, so if they don't operate the offense well, it's going to be throttled exactly like how you mentioned it with a Kyle Busch and a Richard Childress like perspective. So that could very well be a great analogy.
It's the perfect analogy for a racing / football scenario.
They don't care about offense. Defense wins games over there in the black and yellow city.
Well, you know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of just making the playoffs, right? I'm ready for Tomlin to, like, go far. Not just, let's get to the first round, go to the wild card, and get eliminated.
Listen. Yeah. And I've always been a Chargers fan. San Diego Chargers.
Charles is talking about Dallas, so they're figuring American team, not my team.
Oh, Devin West! Look out! Saves it. Big save. What a save! But it's going to allow Brightsman to go by P2 now. The driver the 46. Great save by Devin West. He is struggling since the green flag. Like, he held on for a little bit, and then he's just been loosey-goosey since then. So, I'm a Chargers fan. I root for my home team, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, all day. But as a Chargers fan, they always make the wild card / first round, and then every single time, without a doubt, they lose it. So I feel that too.
Already under 20 laps to go. 15 remaining, actually, with Brian Barnes in the lead over Brightsman. Brian Barnes has the lead of about 1.3 seconds. Increasing over Sean Brightsman. Devin West dirt tracked it a moment ago when he lost ground. And also so did Newton. That's for third, fourth, and Ryan Bay makes up the top 5. If you're saving something, you better hit the gas and you better climb here quickly now. It's time to go.
If you got anything. Look at Brightsman. He's under 1 second. Speaking of time to go, let's get the 46 on camera. Let's see how close. Oh, the 6 is going to go off track. Hold on. Let's wait a second. Mr. Wood able to save it there. Good job. It's a very easy part of the track to go off track on. Brightsman's closing. He's a half a second. We might have our first legit lead change here this evening with 15 laps to go. Coming up soon. There's the 46. There's the Ford. That's the distance right there between the two. He's in draft distance. That actually affects you a little bit on this straightaway here. That's the only time it really affects you. 0.5, 0.4, beats him in the braking point into turn 1. This is going to become a very good battle here. What can Brian do for the first time in this race? He's under pressure.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers at Pittsburgh is the equivalent of Drew Brees, used up quarterback, going back to the Saints, or Cam Newton when he was obviously going to Carolina. Like, I mean, it's just, look, when it's your time to ride off in the sunset, it's time to go. And we know this, that work in the sports world, especially in football. You do not have a very long, limited career base. You just don't. Your body can't handle it. The leader's in trouble. Brian Barnes sideways. Brightsman in the lead on the outside.
Under pressure, drives it in too deep, kicks it sideways. And just like that, the 46 is going to take the lead without any effort on his own. He's just going to let the Ford make the mistake. He's going to pass him up. And now Brian is under attack by not one but 2 drivers. He's got Paul Newton. He's got Devin West. Devin might even be able to contend here with Brightsman if he can clear the 4 here soon. There's still a lot of racing left with 12 to go at the line this time. Brian has to cool off those tires. He's struggling right now.
Brian Barnes slipped just a moment ago. Sean Brightsman in the Blizzard 46 made the move. He's looking for his first win of the year in the Northwest. Sean Brightsman, if he can pull it off. Ryan Bay with 3 wins this year. That was at Phoenix, Kansas, and Michigan. Devin West, most recent winner, 5 flags, but he also won at Daytona. Chance Crum with a win at Kevin Harvick's Raceway, Kern County. And Dad Dan won at Charlotte. So if we could see this driver win, Jeremy, he would be the 5th different winner to do it on the series for Sean Brightsman.
He's got a great chance. 1.5 second lead here, 11 laps to go. His only threat, Devin West, is struggling to get around Brian Barnes in the 4th. And now here comes Paul Newton. Nice little 3-car battle. This is exactly what Brightsman needs to maintain this lead. And so this will be interesting to watch. This is going to be very fun. I'm curious to know if there's anybody who can get around the 4 to catch the 46. This is how tough it is to pass here. Clearly Devin West is faster, but he can't find a way to get to the back bumper of the 4 to make that effort. Great chance here in a turn number 1. This is probably the best effort. Does he try to dive bomb it? He's got the traps. Here we go to the inside. The best passing corner all track. And he goes a little wide, but he sticks it. Brian with the crossover. Almost contact. Door to door. Turn 2 inbound. A little loose. He's able to keep it. Brian can't close the door just yet. This is going to be it. Does the crossover happen? It does. And no, cannot stick it. That was his effort. It's all gone there.
Had it, lost it. Couldn't stick the landing, if you will, as you just mentioned, with now 10 laps to go in this one. Ten remaining.
Battle right here on track. 21 King, 55 Dan West Jr. This is for position. P6, P7 up for grabs right here. 9 laps to go. They've been battling a little bit here for about 5 laps or so. Tyler go a little hot there, a little tire smoke off the left front. Dan a little looser off turn 1 exit. This part's very tricky because you have to shorten up that exit of turn 2 to set up a long sweeping turn 3. Sometimes people miss that mark. It's very difficult as a driver to see. I have an S-like turn set in front of me, and I have to really mess up the first set to go through the second part of it much cleaner. And so, oh, tire spin, 55 Dan West, good save.
So do you have iRacing at home? You have?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been
like the rig and all that stuff.
I've got the steering wheel pedals, and that's it. It's attached to my L-shaped computer desk.
Okay.
I don't even have a shifter. I use the paddle shifters. I have a Moza Racing setup. Pedal wheel set. R5 bundle. Been racing since 2008 on iRacing. I've been a sim racer since 2002.
Cool.
On NR 2003. 23 years I've been doing it. Yeah, I was like day 1 member of iRacing. 2008, August 8, 2008. Been a member.
I announced simulation when it was R Factor, so I guess that's how old I go back, right? I mean,
R Factor 1. Jumpy trucks on that game was flawless. But yeah, no, been doing this quite a bit. They ain't never going to stop. I don't have space for a sim rig, or else I would. I would definitely have a rig built. But just 1,200 square foot house with 2 kids, forget about it. They ain't having
you ever let him get on and play? 7 to go, by the way, with Brightswood still leading. You ever let him play? Or leave you know, play game?
I load up iRacing on Homestead in any car, and I let Calvin drive the wheel. I press the pedals, and I say, "Stay in the lines, don't hit the wall." And he said, "Okay." Goes one corner, he's excited, and he's like, "Dad, watch this," and he crashes the car every time.
So he does it intentionally.
Yeah, oh yeah, he loves it. He likes the force feedback from the wheels slamming the wall. He just has a great time with it.
Oh, wow. That was a long time ago. Yeah, he's grown up. Enjoy it. Time flies, man. My son graduated a couple weeks ago. Can imagine, you know, just like it's a blur, right? 5 laps to go. This race has been a blur as well, as this race is only going on about an hour happening, 57 minutes actually. Yeah, Charles is right. My goodness.
Charles is right. Is that what I heard?
Don't give him credit. Don't give him credit. Don't encourage him.
You just did.
I'm sorry. Never mind. He said something I didn't understand.
You're forgiven.
Our audience is like, what the hell are they talking about? Because you can't hear Charles in the background. Unless you go to weareCRN.com, and then you can hear the kind of whole behind the scenes, whatever. You know, you never know what you're going to hear. Got to put the E on there for Charles. 4 to go, by the way, which is just about 6 miles left to go in this race here. I can't believe, Jeremy, how quickly it's gone by, and Sean Brightsman has opened up a close to 3-second lead over Brian Barnes and Paul Newton, the road course king. Struggling tonight. His thought if he can make the podium, and right now he's under attack by Devin West for 3rd.
Yeah, this is a really good battle right now. For 3rd place, this is for the position to talk to West at the end of tonight's race. And at the very end of it, let's see what the 5 can do with the 27. He's going to make the dive attempt. Oh no, blocked! Both go around, and then here comes...
Oh, wow!
That.
Oh, wow!
Yeah, well, and great news, they didn't get past. So Devin West, though, is going to take that spot. This is a Paul Newton block.
Can you believe that?
He had some rear brake. He had some tire hop there. You saw him. He got through the gear. The thing hopped sideways. It kicked to the inside. So nothing the 27 intentionally done. It caught loose there, shifting down, and it wrecked both of them. They didn't lose a spot other than the 5's going to take that 3rd place.
Wow, 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 wow.
Oh, Ryan Bay.
Oh, Ryan Bay's in trouble.
He lost a couple spots back to 7th.
We just went to a commercial break, and we just came back from a replay, actually. And Ryan Bay with an issue battling, I think, with Paul Newton. Oh, there's contact.
Oh. Hits him in the back bumper. Spins out.
Oh, mamma mia.
Mamma mia.
Well, that's not cool.
No. Very eventful 2 laps to go here.
Whatever Charles just said. White flag, CRN 1 to go. Final time around the Sam Posey straight, the white flag. Sean Brightsman looking to be the 5th different winner in the Northwest Racing Series of the season. Career win number 78. If he pulls it off in his 438 start, Jeremy, he is literally coasting home from here in the 46.
Here we go. One more corner for the driver of the 46, Sean Brightsman. going to take this one. Commanding fashion late in the going. Brian Barnes did all the work, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The final lap, the checkered flag belongs to Sean Bryceman for the 8th race of the 2025 circuit. Congratulations, man. Well earned on that checkered flag.
1 hour, 2 minutes, and 15 seconds as the checkered flag falls. Sean Bryceman will pick up the victory. He will become, again, as we mentioned, the 5th different winner this year for the Northwest ARCA Series. And, you know, Brian Barnes came back to finish second. It's going to be interesting to get his thoughts on the subject when this race is over. Devin West, and then getting around Paul Newton as well to finish on the podium. We'll get thoughts from all of them coming soon, but I gotta wonder what the thoughts will be of Brian Barnes, because let's be honest here, Jeremy, Brian had this race won. I mean, literally, I don't even think that that Bryceman could have been able to catch him until he made that little slip there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was going to be a tough, fun battle to watch, but before he gave it up, and look at him go. Traditional burnout style, dude. Donut after donut here on this very tiny frustrated way. There it is. Oh my! High five, salute to you, Sean. We're gonna need the funeral service for Sean Bryceman's virtual car. Turtled. Oh, here we go. Paulison helping him with more barrel rolls, and oh gosh, this straightaway is destroying him. Demo derby on the front straightaway. We're still not done.
Boy, they're just tearing them up. The Northwest high five salute. Crashing, flipping, flying. There they are. Yeah, there you go.
It's Unison backing up. Okay. It's fun to watch.
Well, nonetheless, let's take a look at the results. As it look like Brian Barnes is trying to go in for another kill shot. Could not. Sean Bryceman disappears. Sean Bryceman is the winner of the race in lasts just over an hour and 2 minutes. It's Brian Barnes picking up second spot, about 4.5 seconds back at the checkered flag. Devin West will finish third. Paul Newton fourth. Ryan Bay in the top 5. 30 seconds back in the top 5. Tyler King, Dan West Jr., Chris White, last car on the lead lap in 8th. Stephen Paulison, Matt Henry, top 10, but they're all a lap down.
You got Brett Johnson in 11th, Toby Ritters in 12th, David Wood in 13th, Scott Hutchison in P14, Mike Knott, after getting that car completely destroyed, somehow comes out 15th. Frank Harris in 16th. Troy Daggett, P17. Paul Hoffman in 18th. Dana Rogers in 19th. Roy Grande Jr. in 20th. 21st, Stephen Bartlett in 22nd. Kyler Hope rounds out tonight's field at Lime Rock.
Well, we're going to step away and take a break, and I'll grab the podium here in a moment. Jeremy, as always, buddy, it's always great being able to work with you, man. I'll let you go so you can take care of the kids, get you some shut-eye, get up, go to work. We'll do it again on Monday, Northwest at Watkins Glen. But your final take of the race as we look at the Virginia811.com Dig with Care race summary. A very quiet race. Had some exciting moments at the end. Caution count might not show it, but it was a pretty good one here at Lime Rock Park.
I think it did a fantastic job covering the race, having some fun banter. Hopefully there wasn't any low points for the people listening to this broadcast tonight. The race was good. There were some moments. There's a lot of, some spaced out, but then there were some people that were consistently up for grabs and positions. So it kind of kept us on our toes a little bit. We had an exciting finish. Multiple spots in the top 5 switched over by self spins and wrecks. And overall, Lime Rock did not disappoint in my book.
He's Jeremy Stanley. We're taking a break, and we will grab a word with the podium drivers, including Sean Brightsman, 5th winner of the year here, Lime Rock Park, round 8 of the Northwest ARCA Series. We're back in a moment. This is iRacing on LSRTV and CRN. Back here at Lime Rock Park, race is over. 5th different winner on the season, and it is Sean Brightsman, originally from Puyallup, Washington, Tucson, Arizona, back up in Washington State again. And Sean, congratulations, man. What a drive, what a run. Getting into the mind of Ryan Barnes, making him kind of slip there a little bit. What was the catapult, if you will, to take the lead and win this thing?
Exactly what you said. I think Brian was, kind of paying attention to what was coming up behind him and just made a mental error there and sounded like he shifted down to first gear instead of staying in second, and just had to collect the car and save it a couple times and just able to get by him and kind of try to check off in the distance.
I'll tell you what, man, it is a win for you. I know it's not a Northwest truck win, but it is an ARCA win, though. Been a while since we've talked to you in Victory Lane. What does it mean to finally get one here?
It means a lot. It's been a while since I've been in Victory Lane, so it feels great to finally get that ticket, get that checkered flag, and celebrate with the boys. And yeah, it's been a while, so I'm just happy to finally get it done. Whether it's ARCA, Premier Series, doesn't matter. That's a lot of tough drivers in the series that race both, so just happy to get it done tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what do you think of this road course at Lime Rock Park? It's definitely very different, and it seems like you can get around this place pretty quickly with it being a road course. It seems like it's a fast road course, though.
It is a fast road course. I mean, it's a lot shorter than some of the other ones we run, or not a lot, a little shorter, but it's a fun road course. I love Lime Rock Park. It's fantastic to race. I mean, we had some good battles and kind of just almost train tracks a little bit, following the guy in front, but trying to work that pass in. It is tough to pass, so you kind of really have to put that mental fortitude up and stop those guys from getting into your head.
Well, buddy, before we let you go, please thank your sponsors, and we'll see you on Monday at Watkins Glen. Hopefully you can carry this road course momentum, I guess, into the Truck Series Monday night?
We hope so. I got to thank everybody at Team LSRTV, the broadcast. Got to thank an unofficial sponsor and painter, Tyler King, for the paint scheme for the Blizzard. I got to do some Blizzard spin around donuts there, and then got turtled. So it worked out perfect. I flipped the cup and they stayed in the cars. So that's a great Blizzard night. And I look forward to Watkins Glen. Can't wait to be there. Thank you.
John Brightsman picking up the win. You know, I'm a stat guy, ladies and gentlemen. As I mentioned, Sean Brightsman, second on the all-time list tonight when career starts at 438. It is his 78th career win, 234th top 5, and 309th top 10 in the Northwest Racing Series. Let's grab now the man that will finish in the number 2 position, and that, of course, is Brian Barnes. He's not available, so let's just drop down and go to 3rd, and that'll be the driver, Devin West. Devin West got a couple of wins this year. Of course, also the big win in Daytona when the season started. Devin, you happy with the podium?
I'm pretty happy. I mean, I don't know. I want to first off apologize to Paul. I just had a bonehead move going into 1. I wanted to show my nose, and I was hoping he would just kind of like maybe give me some space. And then when I went to grab 2nd, it just kind of hopped the wheels a little bit, and I couldn't back out of it in time. And so I want to apologize to him. That's not how I want to race him or anybody for that matter. But yeah, I felt like 3rd was pretty good. I knew I had good speed. I just couldn't carry that speed for 6 to 8 laps, right? Like Sean and Brian could just go mistake-free for 6 to 8 laps. And for me to match their pace, I was kind of all over the place. So I felt pretty fortunate to be alive still.
You are not usually a fan of road courses. Why is that?
I mean, I'm a fan of them. I enjoy racing them. I just there's a lot of amazing road course racers in this league, and so anytime I go to one of these, I know that I either need to be just amazing, which usually isn't the case, or just happy with 3rd, 4th, 5th place. I don't know. The road courses, they're challenging, and I really enjoy them because I really feel like they help me everywhere else, just in car control and stuff. But I definitely do enjoy the ovals more just because that's kind of my, I don't know, forte, I guess.
I got you. Final question, and please segue this into thanking your sponsors. What do you take from tonight to help you with the trucks at Watkins Glen on Monday? Or is there really not anything you can use?
I think there's a ton. I mean, a road course is a road course. I mean, I get they all are different and unique in their own ways, but I mean, you just don't get that same feeling for the brake pedal that you do at a road course on an oval, you know what I mean? So just getting that feel and kind of getting the vibe of like what it takes, you know, physically. It's not that physical to drive, but I mean, just that mental focus to just stay on the track for an entire race. I think it's probably the biggest thing. So yeah, I just want to thank Sean and Jeff for putting on the league, and John, and then also the same guys along with Dad and Brett for just being awesome teammates and making this a blast to come do every single week for, I think, almost 5 years now. So just big shout out to them. And then Effective Web Solutions, Motorsports Distributing, and Keeney System Hardwood.
There you go. There's the thoughts of a man that's got a couple of wins this year. Matter of fact, the most wins, along with, of course, Ryan Bay, 2 wins for Devin West, and he'll finish, of course, on the podium. Driver, I believe it was going to be Brian Barnes, not able to join us for post-race interviews. Nonetheless, Paul Newton and Ryan Bay, top 5 when the race concluded. And, of course, there's the thoughts of Sean Brightsman again. Big win for him. And that will wrap things up here tonight at Lime Rock Park. Hey, by the way, don't forget next Monday will be road course racing for the Northwest Racing Series Season 12 of the trucks. They will be at Watkins Glen. And if I'm remembering correctly, it will actually be their final test on the road course of the season. They only raced on 2 road courses this year. They raced on one earlier. They'll be at Watkins Glen, of course, on Monday. We'll be back with you here for ARCA Northwest next Thursday night at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. For all details on the Northwest Racing Series, follow them on Facebook or on Discord. On behalf of course, Jeff Stabnow, Sean Breitzman, John Ottenbacher, all the amazing people behind the series, for everybody at LSRTV and Rocket Media with Jeff Stabnow and Charles Wooten, for Jeremy Stanley, I'm Wesley Outlet. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe out there. We'll see you Monday for your home for sim racing at Watkins Glen.